Hit the mics, take a seat, it's about to ignite. Two dudes with the spread, keep your bets locked tight. Sports talk sharp like a razor blade edge. Numbers don't lie, no need for a hedge. Welcome to the greatest fucking show on earth. From the pitch to the court where legends birth. Plays and parlays, every wager's worth. Sit back, tune in, ride the wave of mirth. Game clock's ticking, we predicted.
Hello, welcome to Two Guys, One Spread podcast, back-to-back sessions. Man, it's going to be a little easier now. The coaching's dying a little bit. My computer's fully charged. All these, I mean, we're still rookies because we're still kind of in our first year of this, right?
Yeah, Joe, did you know the average podcast goes 4 episodes?
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Killing it.
Yeah,
absolutely crushing it, and I'm telling you, I got a little plan that I'm going to be working on to get it out there a little bit more. And I need the time, and I'm coming up on the time. So wow, that's pretty funny. Four episodes.
4 episodes.
People are like, yeah, it's not as easy as I thought. I'm out.
Yeah, no, it's like, you mean football's over? I'm done.
Yeah. So, cool. Well, I think today we're gonna chat a little bit more NCAA, right? Like we are right on the brink of it. I mean, I know some people will tell me it started because of the playing games, which I think are absolute horseshit.
Right.
I'll never understand the playing games. Like they're like, oh, the 4 that didn't get in, well, then there's 4 that didn't get into this. Right? There's 4 that don't get into...
And it can't be for any kind of ratings. They put it on a network that...
Just money.
You got to know where it is.
It's got to be money, right? You just get
It's got to be money, but I mean, I guess they're making money off this, so...
I mean, yeah.
I agree. It's just a pain in the ass for anybody who's ever ran a bracket.
Yeah, and it's just annoying. I mean, money, and you get a couple extra teams that feel good about it and that are, I guess, I don't know. I mean, you're not really in it, right? Because I think if you don't win the playing game,
No, I disagree with that, Joe. I think if you win a playing game, they consider that a NCAA victory, a tournament victory. I'd have to look into this, but I'm pretty sure I'm right.
Okay. No, I think... Yeah, I mean, I can see that they do. I just feel like if you don't get into the bracket, if you're not into the real bracket, then you're not in the tournament to me. I don't know.
I agree with you. Yes, 100%.
But, yeah, I wouldn't be. Yeah, I think Howard won the other day and they said something about it.
Yes, like, that's their first NCAA.
Yeah. So, have you got any other quick thoughts about the tournament? You done any more research today? What's your...
Well, this whole, what's it, Pem something?
KenPom.
What's that? Yeah, PenCom. You need a top 25 offense, top 25 defense to basically, from 2000, I think it's 2000, only one team that didn't have a top 25 offense, defense have won. That was UConn in 2014. So, when you're looking at this, it minimizes, if you're going to go straight off that, it's a pretty good number. I mean, you're talking now 25 years.
Yeah,
so it's a pretty good number. So, yeah, I'm looking at that and just going through who I like as getting to the Final Four, moving on, some of these, lower bracketed teams. Do I like anybody as an upset? So, I'm not a big upset guy. I'm pretty chalk. I try to pick some here and there.
Yeah.
I like VCU a little bit, maybe as a Sweet 16 team. I like Vanderbilt maybe to move on a little further than most people.
Yeah, I read some good stuff on Vanderbilt today, and they are.
Yeah, I also like UCLA.
They're definitely pretty high in those KenPoms. I'm a big believer in them. I just think
those are some of the
I mean,
teams I'm
one,
looking at.
I'm a numbers
moving
guy,
on,
and
Sweet
those
16,
numbers that
maybe
you
Elite
rattled
Eight.
off are accurate and they're meaningful,
But
right?
you
Like
know,
it's
when I
not an
go
accident
for my
that
Final
a team that's
Four, I'm
ranked
kind of following
45th defensively
that
or
PenCom
offensively
type
doesn't win. Like you
idea
have to have
of, you know, who's
good
got my
offense,
top
good
25 of
defense
both, and
on both
where am I
ends
going
in
to
order to
who's
make
going where?
a
So
run like this. It's not
that's
a
what I've been
one
looking at.
game thing, right? A one game thing, anything can happen. But if you're going to do it 6, 7 games in a row, I think you have to. I think sooner or later you have to show that you're really good on both ends of the floor. So, yeah, I look at that all the time. Oh, I think Tommy just got booted. I don't know what happened. I'm sure he'll be back in. Yeah, I know there's been some definite chatter with VCU. I think they are getting North Carolina in the first round, and that's been a team that there's been some definite question marks about. The problem with that, I mean, I have them winning in one of my brackets. I got a couple I fill in, but they're coming up against Illinois then in the second round, and Illinois is really strong on both ends of the floor. So I would be. I don't know if VCU is going to win that second game. I think they got a pretty reasonable chance to win the first. I think that whole region. I think the South region is interesting because Houston, Illinois, Vanderbilt, Florida. They are all pretty strong when it comes. I mean, again, they're strong because they're top ranked teams. But when you look at that KenPom, those efficiency numbers and the adjusted ones, they're right up there. So Houston's obviously super experienced, and I think that makes a big difference as well. So I think that South region, I could see that's one of the ones that I wouldn't. I think any of those 4 teams. I'm not so sure about Nebraska as the 4 seed, but I think that one is really up in the air. That's one of the regions that I'm having a tougher time really kind of nailing down on who I think is going to come out of there. You know, the East region, you know, I'm a Duke fan. I've obviously I pull for them. I do, you know, they got some injuries right now. I think they'll get healthier as they go through, but you know, they certainly have a couple injuries right now that Duke's dealing with in that region. I'm not really sure what to make of UConn. I mean, the last 2 years they've obviously been really good as they've won, but you know, they kind of struggled a little bit down the stretch here. I think they lost their regular season finale and they got blown out by
They
St.
did.
John.
Yes, they did.
So, Tommy, welcome back, Bob.
Thank you. I thought it was you, and I'm like, this guy's got to get better internet. And I'm like,
Yeah.
it's me. I'm basically attached to the internet. I somehow got dropped out.
Yeah.
But I see you talk about the East.
Yeah. I kind of gave. I had mentioned. I talked about the South when you were gone. I think that's a super tough region because there are strong KenPom teams in there, and
Right.
I think there's four teams that I easily think could come out of there. And then I went up to the East and I was talking Duke, Duke, UConn, Louisville. You know, I know a lot of people are worried about some of those injuries that Duke has, but I mean, I think they. I think it's the guard. They said if they get to the Final Four, he might be back, and
Yeah.
so you know, I think they got a fair chance to get there.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to look at it's to me. Yeah, I think it's the Duke. I don't know who they're running into here. St. John's is going to give them a problem, maybe. I don't know. I think it's. I mean, I'll give you my pick for this the East, and it's Duke going through. I just don't see anybody Kansas isn't the Kansas that we've known for. They're not what they used to be.
For sure.
Michigan State, everybody loves Izzo.
Oh, people
They love
people
Izzo.
love them.
They love him, and I heard that they probably could have been a 2 seed, but yeah, I don't. I just don't know about Michigan State either. Uh, um, and UConn got run in their own conference. That's not that great. So I just think Duke goes through on the East.
That's my concern always with that conference, is that I just don't think it's that great. I felt that way about St. John's last year,
Right.
and it proved to be correct. And we'll see about this year. But dude, people love Izzo.
Yeah, they love him. I mean, he deserves respect. He obviously has some titles. But yeah, I don't know about Michigan State.
I feel now. I will say this: I think they played Michigan twice really close this season,
Right.
And Michigan by all accounts is legit, right?
Yes.
Record wise, Ken Palm wise, I mean they're like top 10 in both, maybe top 7 or
Right.
8. You know how sometimes you have perceptions of stuff that happen and maybe it's not reality. I feel like every time I buy into the Izzo hype,
Right.
they lose earlier than they're
Yeah, I'm
supposed
kind of the same way. I think I was late to Michigan State, and I'm like, oh. And then I start watching. I'm like, fuck, they kill me every time. I think I had
know.
them one year going to the Final Four, and that was like their year. They're out quick, and I'm like, well, fuck this team. Fuck Izzo. Don't like it.
That's again, we talk about this when when you're involved in sports with all of this stuff.
Yeah.
You have these little things, right? You like there's guys in baseball that I feel like every time I turn it on, they're hitting a home run. I'm like, this guy's got to have like 50 home runs. Every
Right.
time I turn on Sports Center or MLB tonight, he's going yard. They're like, oh, that's his 14th. I'm like, dude, he hits it
Yeah.
every.
Just
Every-
Michigan State every bracket. I just think the years I take them, they suck. The years I wait, I just like they suck. I'm not taking them. They go, and I'm like, I can't get it right. So I just hate. I kind of hate Michigan State. So
Yeah,
that's kind of where I am with them.
That I agree, and this is one where it's funny because I was like, no, I'm not taking them to go far, and I liked Louisville, and then I'm reading some articles, and they're talking about how they've played so well down the stretch, and they had those super close games with Michigan,
Right.
and I'm just like, God damn it, I already know what's gonna happen. I already know. He's I'm going to take him to be out, and they're going to be they're going to probably go
Run.
make a little run. So Izzo is 59-26 in the tournament.
Okay.
70%, 69%.
All right.
He has 16 Sweet 16 appearances in 29 tournaments. That's pretty good.
That's pretty good. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. I feel like usually he has a strong record as a lower seed with 15 wins in 29 games as an underdog. I mean, they're obviously not that right now, but yeah, it's just one of those things. Other interesting things in there or on the other side of the bracket? Anything?
I like the West. I think there's good games in the West. I like the BYU Texas game. I like Villanova Utah State. Any 8-9 games interesting. I'm a big Wisconsin guy. I've always liked Wisconsin. I actually think if Wisconsin and Arkansas don't play, that's a great game. Two different styles of play. Arkansas kind of up and down real fast. Wisconsin more slow it down, shoot threes. Everybody's on the court can shoot a three. Very interesting. You got Miami. Not that they're great, but just a big school
names. You got some names.
Gonzaga's a big school. Texas in this. I just think there's a lot. You got Arizona, Villanova. These just all-time good basketball programs. Villanova, Arizona, Wisconsin, Arkansas, Texas, Gonzaga. Miami,
gives you
Purdue. I mean, I think it's
Gonzaga-
just an interesting. I like that one. I'm interested to watch it.
Gonzaga gives you that mix that we talked with St. John's, right? Like it's how good is the conference, right? It's
Right.
always them and St. Mary's,
Right.
and you're like, oh, how good are they? And then for years, Gonzaga proved to be pretty darn good. They also have a pretty strong Ken Palm this year. I told you I got him in my Calcutta, so maybe I'm a little biased. I
Right.
would like to see. I would like to see. I got them going a little bit. I mean, they're gonna eventually get into Arizona, and that's really tough.
Right.
Bottom half in the Midwest. I think that one. I mean, the Billikens. I mean, the
Well, we love the
Billikens are my
Billikens.
team.
Yeah.
From
Yeah.
what was that? Do you remember the game?
Well, it was PS2. It was NCAA basketball. I don't know what year it had. All right, it had to be 2000, 99, 2000.
Wasn't it? It wasn't in when we were in high school at all, or no? Was it after
When
that?
we played it, no, because we were on vacation. We were at Outer Banks when we were playing this.
Oh,
I
dude,
know
that
for a
was
fact because we had a friend
yeah.
of ours. We started vicious rumors about his coaching, having molested his children, and it turned out to be a little bit of a fight when we got back.
Yeah, was
Vicious rumors were started.
vicious rumors. It was amazing, dude.
Yeah, I mean, I still love Marquette to this day. I mean, that was my team, and I mean, I follow. They ended up having a great run a little bit after that, but
I mean, I remember going through it. I'm like, all right, what is this mascot?
right,
It's a white Grinch, right?
right, that's it.
That
Yeah,
I used them. They had that one dude that could just jack the three ball, and I would just be draining them from all over. The
of course.
Billikens,
The
man,
Billikens.
definitely pulling for the Billikens. I told you yesterday it's an interesting division because of the problems with Alabama and Texas losing their top guy.
Right.
So I think that kind of might get Michigan and Iowa State. They might that might give them a little bit of a little easier time to get to where
Yeah.
they go. If that
Right.
matchup comes up, that's going to be good.
Yep. I agree with that.
Michigan defensively is great, and Iowa State can play offense. So
Right. No, I agree with you. It gets interesting. Just Alabama. Obviously it came out they're going to lose one of their players. So, yeah. I don't know. What do you want to give your final four? What do you like?
yeah, and then I want one more college basketball thing, but not after. But yeah, let's do
Sure.
Final Four. So you're going Duke out of the East.
I am going Duke out of the East.
I am also going Duke out of the East.
All right.
I think they'll get. I think they get through this first weekend, and then they're able to get a little healthier. They get the big guy back, and I think that'll help them the rest of the way to get where they need to go. So I'll go Duke there. I will go first out of the South. Man, the South is super tough. I like the way they play, and I like their experience. I'm going to go with the 2 seed in Houston.
All right. I don't like that we're just copying each other, but I agree with you. I was taking the 2 seed in Houston. My reasoning for this is I don't hate Florida. I just think they have a tougher run up top. I think if they got to play, Clemson's, either one of those two teams, Iowa, Clemson, tough. I think if they got to play Vanderbilt's really good. I think Nebraska's not that bad.
Yeah.
And if you go with Houston, I just think they go St. Mary's, Texas A&M, all right. And then, Illinois, VCU, North Carolina. I just don't. I like I like them getting out of it.
But I mean, obviously, I don't think anyone would be shocked to see a 1 seed. So
No.
you could see Florida. I think Vanderbilt is good enough to make it through,
Right.
and Illinois is too. I mean, I think that one that region is tough. I think that's one of the ones when I'm grading them that I'll have a steady flow of 3 or 4 different teams
Right.
that are coming through there. So, all right, where are you going with the West?
This is the one I'm having the toughest time with. I like Purdue. They don't fit. the database as
But
far as
remember, that's just a win it. That's just a win it too.
I know. That's very true. Um, uh, I like Arkansas as well, but I have to take Arizona. I'm taking Arizona.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Arizona too. I think I'm not crazy about Purdue, and as much as I said I like Gonzaga, I think, I think they'll if Purdue or Gonzaga make it there versus Arizona, I just think Arizona's a, a better team. I would love to hope that Gonzaga can do it for my own financial stakes,
Right.
but Arizona's been solid all year long. They're a really good team, good program. So we will go with that. Out of the Midwest, oh man, I get chalky too, and I want to go Michigan. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with Iowa State though. I
Right.
think. To be honest, I really hope. I really hope that we can get a Michigan Iowa State game. That's a game that I would be super excited to watch.
Right. No, I hear you.
Um,
I agree.
I think they can do enough to score on Michigan, and I mean I don't think they're running it up right because Michigan's amazing defensively, but that game I'm pumped if we can get that game.
Yeah, I'm with you here. If I'm gonna go for one seed, I'm taking Iowa State in this region. Um, oh, I like I said, I know they keep saying Michigan's injury, and I'm not saying he wasn't a good player, but he was not a starter. So I get bench players matter, but he wasn't a
Yeah,
starter. Um, they they're great from the line. I I'm really at a toss up here with Iowa State and Michigan. I think I'm actually going Michigan.
I mean it's I hope we get that game. That would be so great.
Yeah, it would definitely be a great game.
Um, okay, who of your who do you have winning it all?
Yeah, I mentioned this yesterday, and I'm taking Arizona to win it all. I think they're the overall best team. I worry about their 3-point shooting. It's not that they can't shoot; they usually just don't shoot a lot of threes. But I think they're an overall best team out there and healthy team. No one watches teams in the West and the East Coast, so I think not a lot of teams will take them as far as a one seed. Maybe I like that a little bit too. Maybe a little bit odds in my favor, but I will take Arizona.
Uh, I could super easily take Arizona too. I'll go. I mean, if I'm not 1,000% sure I would do this if I had just money right on it, but I'll go with Duke. I think Duke can if they can get healthy. Boozer is a beast, and I think that they could have enough to beat Arizona. I think that would be. I would love to see that final. I would love to see that. Actually, I mean, Arizona, Iowa State, and Michigan, all of those teams out of there, those three from that side, I think are just outstanding, and I would
Right.
love to see any of them. But I think Duke can, they can do enough to get healthy and get there, and I think Boozer can control the game. So I'll go with Duke. And as we go through the tournament, we can see where we go and reevaluate games.
Yeah, for sure.
One more thing about
After
college
the first
basketball.
weekend, you throw your sheet out, and we'll talk it over again.
Yeah, that's right. College basketball. The you listening to anything about the Syracuse and their coaching
I have not.
situation?
I have not.
So they're looking for a coach, and I think they said, I want to say, was it the Billikens? And there was another guy that I forget where he was from. I just caught the tail end of it, but
Right.
like basically pulled their name out of that conversation. I mean, there was a time when Syracuse basketball was
I know. It was
pretty
it.
strong. Do you know how long they've gone without making a tournament?
I do not know the exact. I would say maybe, let's say 5 years.
5 years.
Yeah.
5 years, yeah. Uh, it's kind of a long time, right?
That's a long time for what you considered at one point is one of the great basketball programs under Boeheim. I mean, that guy. Obviously, it's not easy to run a great zone because he was the only guy who seems to be able to do it successfully over what they did. But I'll tell you, I've always been as amazed that Syracuse was a very good basketball program just for the fact that it is in the middle of nowhere. It's I just don't know how they get. I don't know. I never understood how they got great recruits. I mean, I guess you build up a name, and they had great basketball players, so it makes sense. But I could see when Boeheim left, and then somehow them just not getting the talent that they used to get.
Yeah, I think, I mean, that definitely could be part of it. There was a discussion about this too, and they were talking about are they, with NIL, are they putting money towards,
Right.
football and stuff like that, where maybe in the past that wasn't an issue. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of, when I heard 5 years, I was like, wow, that's a little longer, kind
That's
of
a long time.
than I thought, right?
Right.
But I mean, yeah, I don't know. Interesting. You get these spots because they were talking about some of the alumni want to go outside of the Syracuse family. You know what I mean?
Right.
And
I know.
then because who? Why is he slipping? Oh, McNamara, is that the guy coaching
Yeah.
Siena?
Yeah. Siena.
So
Right
he's
now.
coaching Siena, and there was talks of something like that. That seems like logical pick.
Yeah.
But if you're doing that, then you're basically staying right within within that tree and going.
Yeah, Georgetown tried that. I'm a big Georgetown guy. They tried this. They got John Thompson Jr. and then
Yeah,
they
yeah,
got
yeah,
Ewing, and
yeah.
they've been a piece of shit franchise university for who knows since the early 2000s. So, yeah, it's tough. That doesn't always work. I
It
don't blame
doesn't,
them, but
and it goes. There's a few ways to look at it, though, right? Like, I will say this: that guy bled. I mean, bled orange when
yeah,
I mean, he was legit in that program. So I think sometimes if you can get a guy, you got to have qualifications, you got to be good. But if you get a guy with that type of passion for a place, if he could turn it around, he's the kind of guy that might be there 20 years, right?
right. No,
You
I
know what I
agree.
mean?
I agree.
I mean, right now, you go outside your family and you get somebody and they turn it around and they're somewhat successful, you might be a stepping stone to,
Sure. The next,
a bigger program.
right.
So,
No, I
yeah,
agree.
I don't know.
I agree with that.
Came
It's
on
not like
and I
he's
was,
not. He's got Siena into the tournament, so it's not like he hasn't been successful where he's been.
yeah.
So it's
Yeah,
interesting.
for sure. March Madness time, unbelievable. Starts tomorrow. Can't wait. Just basketball, basketball, basketball. Definitely, it's got to. I think it's definitely my favorite. I mean, it's not like a event, right? Because it's like a
Yeah, it's
month.
just like
I just
it just runs right. It's like you just can't get. It's unbelievable from like lunch till midnight, and then you get some sleep and you wake up and it's like again right again, and you're just watching it all day.
and I think the
And
time of the year too. Like baseball is starting, but it's like
yeah, yeah, none of
foot,
the playoffs of the sports have started for as far as hockey and
correct.
basketball are
Yeah, those
concerned.
the playoffs. It's the dog days of it.
Yeah,
Uh, yeah, it's the timing, everything about it's awesome. So,
yeah.
um, So thinking of, I mean, this kind of, there's a few things that led me to this, but I know we talked about talking about three guys in sports, little different topic here. Three guys in sports that we really don't like, right?
And it's not just because they're they're classified as just scumbags or any other reason. It's you just don't like them for whatever reason you want to give, and I'm going to give bad reasons for some of my guys, and maybe it's just me. I
All
always
right.
liked the guy who was annoying and maybe not the most popular and just not liked. I've always liked that guy. It's just kind of how I play sports. I've never been the most likable guy.
Yeah.
No one's usually played a sport with me and gone, man, what a great experience that was. What a dude. What
Yeah,
a
yeah,
dude.
yeah.
Usually it's like it takes a while for them just not to want to fight me. So I
Yeah.
understand that. So yeah, so the guys I'm picking aren't exactly just guys that are hateable. I personally just do not like them. I don't know how your list goes.
All right. Well, I'll give you my first one, and
All
it
right.
just I don't even like it. I don't even want to like it. I have to go with Juan Soto,
Okay, I
right?
knew that you're a big hater of Juan
So he
Soto.
came up with the Nationals, which is my team, and I really liked him because he. So remember when he was really young? I mean, he was a great hitter, and like guys would throw the pitch, and he would do that like drag with his foot, like he would
Yeah,
kind of
yeah, yeah.
and I was like, dude, I like this guy. He's got a little spice to him. He was great. And then he just slowly turned into everything that I don't like about sports, right?
Right.
He he's made it clear multiple times that he just all he cares about is the money. That's
Right.
literally all he cares about. And that bothers me. I understand the money. Money's important. You
Sure.
need to, you got to set your family up and all of that. But he was always going to set his family up,
Right.
right? Like there was never a point where you were just like, I mean, he's just done it just all the time. I mean, the and like during the negotiations when he was a free agent, they were talking about he's asking for private boxes and all of this other stuff. And when he left the Yankees, and I'm not a Yankee lover, not really a Yankee hater either, but I'm not a lover. But when he left the Yankees, basically they were like, he hasn't said a single word to any of his teammates
Right.
at all. And I'm just like, how do you do that? How do you play a season with the people? You know, I won't even say I won't even say what I was going to say. You're battling and fighting with them, right? I'm not
Right.
going to equate it to war because we actually have
Yeah.
something going on now. So, but like you're battling, you're going through it with these guys all the time, and then like I just don't understand how like you're a free agent, and then it's like you've never even like there is no relationship, anything about it. And then the other day he came out and said the like when they lost, like when we
Right.
showed the world who the best team was, which I genuinely don't understand what what he was talking about. Like one, you had no hits. You didn't help your team at all.
Right.
You made no good plays in the outfield. You're not a great defensive outfielder.
No, he's not.
And your team lost. So I didn't understand, and I didn't. This is maybe on me. I didn't read more to find if there was context to it, but he said, "I think we showed who the best team was." I just
Right.
didn't understand it.
Right.
He's really just turned out to be a guy that I just don't like. I don't like what he stands for. I don't. Again, I understand wanting the money, but when you're getting, you should not be asking for extra perks when you're signing a contract worth $500 million.
Right.
I just
No, I agree with that.
and it shouldn't be the tipping point either, right?
Right.
But yeah, not a fan, and it bothers me because I really wanted to like him a lot, but not a fan.
All right. Those are good reasons. There are probably better reasons than I have for any of my guys, but that's a good reason. I was trying to go, different sports, going through, and it's sometimes I could go like a Bills player I hate this year or a Sabres player. Some guys you just don't like on your team, but
Yeah. Yeah.
But first I'm gonna start out with golf. I'm gonna start out with golf. How can you
Okay.
hate a golfer? It's hard. You're just watching them. You know who I don't like, and this stems. I'm gonna go back a little bit, and there was a beef between two golfers, and at the time, I think I took the wrong golfer's side, and I would like to apologize. The beef was between Brooks Koepka
Yep.
and DeChambeau. And at the time, DeChambeau came off like a real asshole. I
Yeah.
didn't like him. And I was just like, man, Brooks is getting out of his skin. This Bryson guy is kind of an asshole. Then he had that rope issue. Remember the rope issue?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It came off really bad. I will give DeChambeau credit. And he's turned it around by social media. I've seen him watch them on the course, and he seems likable. Jokes around with the crowd a little bit more.
Yeah.
Made a total 180 in my book as far as likability. I think he was going the wrong way. You know what I don't like is Brooks Koepka. I don't, and they both did the same thing. I don't like the fact that they went to live. It bothers me. Um, I watched the Netflix special, Full Swing, and this was right before he made the decision to leave. And I shouldn't hold this against him, but he made the decision. His wife was so unbearable. I don't know how you could marry somebody like this, Joe. He is miserable. He just lost the tournament. And this shouldn't be why I don't like the guy. We're saying why we don't like people.
That's right.
And his wife you just lost the big, your coaching and the big
Yeah.
tournament of the year.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You come home and your wife is like, Joe, what do you think about this dress I'm wearing right now? And you just got home like 5 minutes ago. And
Yeah.
I bought it for a party we're going to in a week. And he's just like miserable. And I'm like, and then he goes to live. He's obviously you disappear when you go to live. He just became unlikable in my opinion. He's out I've watched him now in the majors, and he's just got no personality. He's hard for me to root for, and I saw one guy. I felt like both Bryson and him had very similar personalities. I saw one guy make a change and see how you could be social media and use it, and maybe he was an asshole. He figured it out, and I see Brooks as just that guy. I don't like him. I don't want to root for him, and I just don't like the guy.
I don't necessarily not like Kafka, but I completely agree on DeChambeau. And I think part of it is back if you rewind, I think at the time, Kepka was more what you would expect a golfer to be. And
Right.
DeChambeau was a little odd, right?
Right.
A little
He still is. He's always done those weird things. He's always been
Yeah, a little
unique with
awkward,
everything.
but I think a big part of it was he was also, I mean, they both were young, but he was
Yes.
young, right?
Yes.
And I think as DeChambeau matured and got more comfortable with who he was
Right.
and got into the social media thing, I agree. I think his personality came out and he did change.
Right.
Whereas I think Koepka maybe didn't change, but now all of a sudden you were like, wow, I agree. Like you were on the wrong side of that little tiff.
Yeah.
And then you go to the live and you kind of completely disappear.
I give him
and-
credit now that he came back. He's one of the few guys who made the change to come back.
Yeah.
So maybe I'll change my opinion on him. I have that right. I won't hold against him if I see something better out of him. But I just haven't seen anything likable out of the guy.
But I think
You
part
see,
of it is
what's that?
I think part of it is though now that it was like, all right, like we didn't have a good feel with DeChambeau because he was awkward and
Yeah.
young and a little, big, muscular dude. And then this guy goes away, and then this guy just becomes super likable, right?
Yeah, I
And
know.
it's
They
kind
do the
of,
same thing. They
he,
both left. They both could be hated because they left and took all
yeah,
this
yeah, yeah.
money and blah blah blah. And then the one guy he blows up and he comes to the U.S. Open and everybody loves him. And then the other guy is he's a golfer and he's supposed to be the best in the world. I never hear an interview from him that I'm like, wow, that was amazing. I
Yeah,
learned
yeah.
anything from him. He's got just zero personality. I just have a tough time rooting for him, and I'm not a big fan
And I
of him.
think, I think with DeChambeau too is that, there's an appreciation for me of you can have a fun personality and be great and compete. Right?
Right.
That's not easy. Like a guy like Tiger. Tiger, no one ever was like, oh my God, Tiger is all smiles on
Yeah,
the
I
course,
know.
right? Like when he
I
was
didn't want to put
younger,
Tiger on my list. Tiger was close, but I didn't put Tiger on my list.
when he was younger though, he was kind of a stoic prick on the court, like
Right.
during the round, right?
Yeah, yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
he was just so laser focused.
Yes.
So
There was a camera that came off like 3 miles
yeah.
away. He'd throw the
So
club back and this and
so
that.
for DeChambeau to be able to, be loose like that, I think that's kind of almost made the
Well, it
the
endears
look
to
of
the
Tiger
common
go the
golfer a
opposite.
little bit more. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
All right. Who's your second?
all right, second one. I'm going. Oh man, I don't. I feel like I'm trading on people. So I'm going Dan Hurley, the coach of UConn.
Okay.
I just you have this awesome successful program, and like I just feel like twice a season or 3 times a season, he just treats the refs like jerks, and he just
Right.
goes off on them and complains about it. And then I can't remember the exact incident. There was one game last year or 1 or 2 years ago where they lost and he went behind. On the way out, he said something about the refs to maybe the team was coming on or something. He made some comment, and I was just like, dude, as a coach, I just don't love the complaining about the refs thing, dude.
Right.
It's hard to be a ref. Basketball is next to impossible to
Right.
officiate. These guys are moving so. I mean, even in football, I'll say the stuff on the sidelines, like you can almost prepare for,
Sure.
the ball's coming. I could look at his feet, right? And someone
Right.
else is maybe looking at this.
Right.
Like basketball, like these guys are flying, and yet you can't touch him,
Right.
right? Like if I graze his arm, which is impossible to see,
Not to. You're right.
at the speeds that they're going and 4 guys coming in. So like I don't love the complaining about the refs. You want to one time maybe, but like it's been multiple times. And he had the one the other day where I don't know if you saw it. He bumped the ref. And then
Yeah.
he basically said like I don't think I hit him. And I was like,
Yeah,
I looked
I
at
love
the
when
video.
people say this, and it's like there's a billion videos of this out
yeah,
there.
you got up, you were essentially getting face to face with him, and you leaned into him. I
Yeah.
mean, you didn't haul off and sock him in the goddamn face, but like you made contact with him, and you put your chest forward like you were going to. When you're at one of these big programs, I just expect you to be better. I would never see that out of a Coach K. There's a number of guys that I think are just better than the amount of complaining that he does. Again, is there going to be a badly officiated game? Sure. Can you make a reference to maybe like that it wasn't greatly officiated? Sure. But you should not. What example are you setting if you're just getting up there and making excuses? And it's not like one time in your life you lost your cool. It's happened multiple times, right?
Absolutely.
It's tough. There's so many plays that go on in there. I feel like as a coach, your answer, especially to the media, should just be we got to make more plays. We got to go make more plays. We got to put a couple buckets in, hit a few free throws, get a stop. You want to go in the locker room and you think it was that bad and say, hey, I think we got hosed, but I still think the message to your players should be, we got to be better.
Right.
We got to be better to win the game. And he does a lot of whining and crying about it. And I saw the one I saw the other day when he said that about the ref. I was like, all right, this guy, now you're just a lying piece of shit because you made contact with him.
Right.
So, Dan Hurley, UConn, I'm rooting against you. I hope the refs suck in your game.
Yeah.
That would be great.
A little bit. So I went to be a ref right as COVID hit. I ended up not doing it because COVID hit and things got shut down, and I just never got back to it. And this was for football. And I'm telling you, it's the same for basketball. You do 1 year high school football, they will ask you to do college football. They are so short on refs. And I'm sure it's the same thing in college basketball. You do maybe a 2 years in high school, and then you're like, do you want to do maybe triple, low college basketball? And then you're moving up. These guys, this is probably not their career, and they're doing this. I agree with you that they're too hard on some of these refs.
And it's, again, I mean, they're people. It's
Right.
impossible. These guys are flying to the hoop, coming in like this. Did he nick his elbow? I don't know. There's 9 arms going like this. 9 arms for the ball. And, they're like, oh, did it go off his fingernail? Well, how the hell do I know? I get to take my best guess, and I think they get it right a lot of the time. I like in basketball. I know it takes time, but they have these
the last 5-minute review type things.
They have the reviews because it's impossible. So, to sit there and complain about it all the time, like you can do any better, that just bothers me. And you see it even in youth sports. I don't blame anybody. So Matthew did a little bit of reffing for hockey, and I would like him to keep doing it. But there's a part of me that's like, honestly, I feel like your money spot is men's league hockey, and 12 and under, maybe even 10 and under.
Yes.
You don't get paid as well,
but it's the headaches out there.
And legitimate. Some parents are still going to go nuts. I mean, he's done a few games that he's reffed. I said, listen, if any parent is going nuts at 10U, just walk away because they're a loser. They're a loser. Like if you're that into it and that serious that you're going to yell at a kid, ref, don't even engage. Just stop it. The guy's a loser and he's got nothing better going on in his life. So reffing's hard.
Yeah. Oh, of course.
All right, number 2. Who you got?
Number 2. I'm gonna stick with basketball. This guy. He had they changed rules because of him, because he ruined the sport, and there's other reasons why I hate him, but I'd say Houston Rockets version of this player was the worst, where we'd pump fake, get a guy in the air, we'd leap into him, we would kick our feet out when we're shooting and get a foul, and this would happen every time this gentleman touched the ball, and it's James Harden. James Harden is one of the hardest watches in all sports, especially before they made these they made the rule change for Harden where you couldn't do that anymore. When he was on the Rockets, you'd watch and you're like, this is horrible. The guy would get the ball, pump fake, jump 30 feet into a guy, and then shoot. All right, we got a foul, and this and that. That's one reason I like him. I don't like him. He just, to me, an impossible watch. Ruined the game a little bit for many years. I'm glad they changed the rules for that. And another thing, this guy has made so much money. He has done nothing in his career. Nothing. Zero.
Plus, there's a little bit of, he's quit on a few teams too, right?
Quit on a few teams. He put on weight for a little while.
Packed it in. Yeah.
Remember he packed in some LBs for a little bit? I forget what team he was on there. Yeah. And I forget what team it was, but
Yeah, if you're shooting a basketball, you should be trying to make it.
He should be trying to make it. And there was a whole year where he was, you know, always kicking the feet out, and
Yeah.
you know, I get it, pump fake, and you
Yeah,
jump
yeah.
straight up, and they go into you. That's a foul. I mean, these guys we jump straight. He's jumping, running into that. I mean, it was hard to watch. It was horrible basketball.
Didn't you like Reggie Miller though? Didn't he?
I knew you were going to bring this up, and I was
Yeah,
going to
I knew
state.
it.
I was going to state this is kind of. I'm kind of talking out of both the sides of my mouth here because I loved Reggie Miller.
Yeah.
He had a little bit of fun to it, I thought, if you want to say it. And he
Okay.
wasn't kicking his feet out, but he would flop. I would admit, Reggie loved a good flop back in the day. I did love Reggie Miller. But
Yeah.
it wasn't the same with the kickouts and the jumping into people. But yes, I thought maybe you'd bring this up because that's why I wasn't going to bring up James Harden because he's kind of like a Reggie Miller 3.0. He advanced Reggie's skills to a different level of flopping. So yeah, I loved Reggie Miller, but I hate James Harden. And at least Reggie got one. James Harden has gone to teams. They pay him godly money, which is fine. All these basketball players make money. I don't think he helps a team out. I don't think he helps them out.
How many teams has he been on now?
I remember the Philly. I mean,
I'm gonna look it up. I mean, I've always said this. There is something to the when nobody wants you. I mean, listen, if guys are great players and great teammates and give you everything, which is what you kind of want in sports, right?
You know what team he's on right now without looking? Or did you just
I
look?
have it up right now. He just got traded. I was going to say the Clippers, but he's on Cleveland. Apparently?
He's on Cleveland now.
Yeah, he got traded at the deadline.
Yeah.
So he's been on Cleveland, the Clippers, Philly, Brooklyn, Houston. Yeah, I thought it was more than that.
And the Thunder. And he started out with the Thunder. That was his.
Maybe this thing stopped. Yeah,
He started with the Thunder, and that was a good team. But that was a good team. They didn't win it all, but they had a great team. But that was a great team.
Yeah, my thing stopped. Yeah,
you know, I believe the guy's a good shooter. I believe his persona got him through a little bit. I mean, so he went to the Brooklyn Nets to start the super team with Durant and Irving.
Yeah,
that
disaster.
didn't work. That didn't work.
But
they were awful.
Was it going to? I mean, you could get some personalities in there. You bring in, who was it, Westbrook, Durant, and Harden.
Yeah, that was the first three.
That's too many bad personalities. That you know.
You know how bad he was in Philly? They traded him for Ben Simmons. Simmons
forgot how to play.
Can't shoot a basketball. He
I know.
can't shoot a basketball. He would never even try.
I think when you have the bad personality. Well, I mean, I remember watching the playoffs, and that's. I was like, is this guy trying? Like, it's the playoffs. I'm not sure if you're actually. You know,
again, he was the best. He was also his longest stint was with Houston. In 2018, he did win an MVP. He was a 3-time scoring champion. I can't say he can't score the ball. He's never had that issue.
Yeah.
But there's other things to basketball, and no matter where he's gone, they have done very little. They have not. I'd have to check to see if he's ever even got to a title game.
I was
Might
just
have
going
in
to ask.
Houston.
It's funny. I was just going to ask that question. I'm not sure. We'll have to look it up. So.
Yeah, I just to me, keeps getting paid, keeps moving on. He does nothing for me, and I just not. I just do not like him.
It seems like everywhere he goes, he's on these quote unquote like super teams.
Yeah,
right?
he's part of a super team.
Maybe not in Houston, but Brooklyn, Philly. I mean, there were some big names with the Clippers, OKC, and like to have no real run of success, right? Is pretty crazy.
Ben Simmons Ben Simmons would not shoot the ball. He would only do layups or pass.
And
He
then
couldn't shoot, and he got traded.
he basically stopped playing, right?
He stopped playing. He had
Like
the
he
Chuck
couldn't.
Knobloch of shots. Like he just was he
Yeah,
couldn't shoot. I remember it was like I think I was talking to you for some reason. I want to say it was you or yeah. It was like his line for like a three every night was like a half, and you're like he starts. He's the starting point guard for a
I know.
team.
How do you not have
Three pointers are raining from everywhere, and he wouldn't even attempt it. No
Yeah.
attempts. It was maybe it was not even a make. It was attempts. It was unbelievable, and that's how bad he is. He got traded for that guy. So
All right.
James Harden, guy I hate.
Yep. Don't like him. Don't like him. He's on the hate list. All right,
Right.
my third one. I often reserve the word hate for people like this. Because I don't like to fling the word out there that much
Right.
because it's a strong word.
You're right.
I just I don't like bad people,
Right.
right? Like I think it's not that hard to be a decent human being, right?
Sure.
I'm going to Vander Kane.
Okay. All right.
I mean, there's I pulled this up because I just wanted to make sure. I'm going to go through some of these, right? Assault and harassment charges, 2016. And this was when he was with the Sabres.
Right.
We came in a fight with the bouncer, grabbing some woman by the throat. All right, nothing great. You're not off to a great start. Right? You're young, maybe you drink, whatever. Gambling debts and bankruptcy. I'm a gambler. I tell my kids all the time, if you ever make a bet and you lose, you pay it. That's what you do.
Right.
If you're not going to pay it, don't make it.
Don't make it.
You're a shitty person if you don't. So he had all sorts of problems with that. You filed for bankruptcy. You're a professional athlete. You know what I mean? Like, come on,
Right.
it's not like
Make
you're
enough
making
money.
no money. The betting allegations about the NHL, throwing games from his estranged wife. Is she out for just to ruin it? But he admitted that he had a gambling addiction that led to personal debts. Is it that crazy to think that can happen? Domestic violence and sexual assault allegations, 2021. You're not a good person. And then on the same day he was cleared for gambling, they had the investigation about the COVID thing. Remember?
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember this.
Yes.
He basically submitted a fake COVID card
Right.
that. Listen, if you didn't want the COVID shot, I'm not saying you have to get it. It was a controversial thing.
I
There
hear.
were people that didn't want to do it, that refused. I understand all of that. But, there's arguments. I guess we can argue about the severity of what COVID really was and all of those things. But at the time, we didn't know as
Right.
much as we do know now.
And the rules were the rules.
The rules were the rules, and you're lying and putting other people in jeopardy.
Sure.
And right, like people that, again, I'm assuming you have some friends on the teams you play on.
Right.
They have grandparents, they have parents, they have
Right.
children. Like there's just too much with him that I'm just like, I just can't stand you. You're just not a good person. And
Right.
it's one thing to make a mistake. I like, there's mistakes and then there's just repeat offenders. I mean, listen, we see it every day in the paper. I read an article the other day. Some guy was on like his 9th felony, and I'm just like, holy smokes! Can we stop it with these guys? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a good thing that I'm not in charge of some things in the death penalty because I think
Right.
there'd be people bowing out. I'd have some sort of limitation.
Yeah.
The number of crimes or felonies you could get convicted of especially if they're not in the same incident, right? Like
Right.
one incident, maybe you got
Yeah,
three.
you got multiples.
Yeah, but like when it's every time you get out, I don't know. We're gonna have problems. Evander Kane, just be a better person. That's all. I
Right.
mean, it's not that hard.
No,
So
that's a good one. That's good. Now, that's good. He's a terrible person. I don't pick people because they're terrible people. I just hate them because I hate them. And this
yeah.
person
Oh, here we go.
no longer plays sports. So why should you continue to hate him? Listen, he's on my TV every day almost. I see him in commercials. It's enough. And I hated him back in the day and I hate him now. I hate. And he's committed no crimes I know of. I hate Doug Flutie. I hate that motherfucker. I hate him. I don't like him. I
What
never liked him.
commercial is he on?
He's on the Total T.
Oh.
Come on. Your wife will like it too, Joe.
Oh, yeah, Doug. Little
Doug.
Doug. Total
Guy's
T.
4 foot nothing. I hate that guy.
You never
I was
liked
a
him.
Rob Johnson guy. You couldn't be both.
I know you hate him. He
I
saved
hate
the
him.
franchise.
I know he did. He did save the franchise. I should like him. I don't like him. He's kind of a smug guy. I get it. The guy's 4 foot nothing. He played in the NFL. He did this and that. I hate him. I don't like him. I didn't like him as a Bill the entire time he was here. I give him credit for. I mean, he kept
Give him credit for his athletic accomplishments, his stature.
giving his stature. Yes,
Yeah,
and
I think because of his stature, and was maybe where a little bit of that smugness came from. I don't know.
and I get it. Like, listen,
But you don't have to
he's
like
not
him.
the first athlete.
Yeah.
That's kind of an asshole,
Yeah.
tricky kind of guy. I just, there, I don't know what set it off. Maybe I worked at Wegmans at that time. I was fucking stocking Flutie Flakes to my
Flutie
fucking.
Flakes.
I couldn't
just
stop
going off
stocking
the
that
shelves.
shit. And then I
That's-
wasn't for him. I wasn't a Flutie guy. And every day I had to go in and just people are going nuts buying 30 cases of Flutie Flakes.
Everybody loved it. Women, they didn't even know. People didn't even know him, right? They're like,
Right.
Flutie Flakes. Oh yeah, I could see how there's that like, all right, enough of this guy with him. But I know I knew you were not a.
I'm not. And then, I mean, and then he does these Total T commercials, and I just don't know what he's done in his career to deserve to still be on my commercials. I don't know. What did he do? He had a Hail Mary in college. Fucking hell yeah. What an amazing play. A fucking lucky play.
I
Hail
always
Mary.
wonder if sometimes I wonder how those guys get on, right? Like when they get these, past their prime retired
Yeah.
athletes. Like, is it something where they're seeking the guys and like, hey, try our product? Or is it the guys try the product and they're like, hey man, I want to let you know how great it was, and they're like, oh, maybe you should be a rep for us or something. I don't know.
Listen, you got the Big Hurt. That guy is a giant. Big, looks like a big, strong dude. I'm like, man,
Low
Total
T,
T.
though. He's got
I
low
might take
T.
Total T because the Big Hurt's a big guy. And then they go, how about you, Doug Flutie? He's like, I'm on Total T too. He's the size of me. He's nothing. If I was on a commercial and I'm advertising to put on weight or muscle or anything, no one's buying it. And I'm not buying it because of Doug Flutie. Fuck that guy. I'm not buying it because of him.
Yeah, but maybe they're appealing to all those ladies that were buying the Flutie Flakes.
Maybe. I don't know.
Like,
There's got to be, again,
they're
when you're
going
saying,
home.
it's got to be, they did research and people like Doug Flutie. Let's
Yeah.
keep him around. He's in his like small yard throwing a football, and I'm like, dude, this guy is tiny. And I get the Big Hurt. I totally understand him. He makes sense.
Yeah,
I hate
you're
Doug
like,
Flutie.
hey, if the Big Hurt needs it, I don't feel bad taking it, right?
Listen, to me, Doug Flutie is a Hail Mary, and then gained fame from that. It was a big play in college. I'm not saying you take anything away from it. It's a Hail
Yeah.
Mary. It's happened before. It's going to happen again. And then he made a little run with the Bills. Other than that, he's done really nothing in sports to talk
Yeah,
about. To talk about.
He's got the personality. They like it.
I don't know. I don't know. Can't
I
stand
love
that
it.
guy.
I love our lists. I love
Yeah,
our
they're
lists.
totally different. Yours make a lot more sense. And
No,
mine are
yeah, but
just
that's what I mean. Sometimes you can't. I say this all the time when it comes to sports, and when it comes to, I guess, your, I don't know, your love interest, right? Like girls, boys. Right? It's like your heart does what it wants, and
it,
it's hard. Sometimes you're like, oh man, I want to like this guy, and you just can't. You just hate him. You know what I mean? Like stuff like that. It's your heart sometimes is stronger and it controls things. You
yeah,
can't help it.
I
You don't
can't
like
help it.
Doug.
I don't
Can't
want.
help
I
it.
mean, there's real no reason. He's done nothing. He like I said. I've said this before. He saved probably the Bills franchise from leaving in the 2000 era time.
Yeah,
That
but
didn't help me from liking him. I
that's
don't
right.
like
You have
him.
a right to hate him. So
I just don't like him. So uh, I've tried. Never try. I'll never try Total T. Never. I'm not gonna try it. He's not gonna work for me.
the
My
doc's like,
girl
oh,
won't like it too. I guess my girl's just never gonna
I
enjoy
guess she's
it.
just gonna have to go through life not liking it. I guess
Yeah, just being miserable
you're
like
just
usual. So that's
you're
fine.
just you're just you're just not happy with my performance. I'm not
I'm
taking it.
still not doing it.
If
I'm not
Doug
changing.
takes it, I'm not taking it.
She's like, well,
So
listen,
awesome.
Doug Flutie's doing fine. I'm like, fuck that guy. Not doing
That's
it.
right. Yeah, go find Doug Flutie then.
Yeah, don't go find that guy.
Oh, I love it, Tommy. Well, happy March Madness. Hopefully your brackets go great, and we will we'll reconvene. Let's see, probably early next week,
Yeah.
and
See how
do
we're
it. So
doing.
hopefully we can link up. I'm sure we'll talk over the weekend, and enjoy it, buddy. We know this is definitely one of our favorite times.
Yeah,
So.
win some money.
Oh, I hope so. I gotta make a little run in this Calcutta, so we'll see.
Yep.
But all the listeners, we appreciate you. iHeartRadio, Spotify, Apple Podcast, and YouTube. Two Guys, One Spread, episode 48 in the books. Hope everybody has an awesome weekend and you win some bets and watch
Yeah,
some
good luck on your
basketball
brackets.
and enjoy time with friends and have a couple beverages, whatever you choose, if that's your thing. So,
Yeah.
all right. See ya.
See ya.
If the mics take a seat, it's about to ignite. Two dudes with the spread, keep your bets locked tight. Sports talk sharp like a razor blade edge. Numbers don't lie, no need for a hedge. Welcome to the greatest fucking show on earth. From the pitch to the court where legends birth. Plays and parlays, every wager's worth. Sit back, tune in, ride the wave of mirth. Game clock's ticking, we predicting the heat.